and gentlemen, welcome back to the session, and this is Backlash Recap. Go ahead, James. We live now. You can kick off.
All right. So I just want to say there's been like a lot of talk both ways um, about the Gunther and Pat McAfee match. That match was better than I thought it was going to be. I was entertained in that match. It was a good match. Pat McAfee actually didn't wrestle halfway as decent. I mean, he was pretty good. Gunther was just phenomenal as always. I mean, that was a hard hitting match. McAfee got the piss beat out of him. And at the same time, I'm kind of conflicted because Gunther should be a top level guy, period. He should have gold on him for a while. You know,
Well,
he's
80% of his WWE career, he's been a champion, so they feel that way too.
But to have like that a match that went as long as that match did, I think it was like 17 or 18-minute match. Against the color.
It was 17 minutes against an announcer, but Pat McAfee is an athlete.
That's only ever wrestled 3 matches. His last match, he got into the Battle Royal and fucking or Royal Rumble and walked in over the ropes and then took himself out because he came face to face with Gunther.
Yeah, and what happened during that match? Gunther was playing with him and toying with him and torturing him the entire time.
What Gunther did on TV was in essence play with his food. He played with his food. Pat McAfee was his food, and he played with it for about 17 minutes. Then he choked him the fuck out.
Okay, I can take that then. All right, but you need to put the strap on him pretty darn.
Oh, another one's coming.
Real soon.
Oh, okay. You say another one's coming? Who are you gonna take the belt from?
I'm not sure yet. I'm not saying it's gonna be this next stretch. I'm thinking it's gonna be the post Cena stretch.
No, he's gonna be the one that's gonna take it off of Jey Uso.
No, they lined himself up for that.
Who?
Seth freaking Rollins.
No, I don't think that's. No, I don't know. Okay, what if Gunther joins them?
I think they're trying to build up to a Gunther Cody.
No, dude. Gunther, Paul Heyman, Seth Rollins, and Braun Breaker.
Nope, you keep forgetting. Look, Brock Lesnar coming back. I don't care what nobody says. You can't do this fucking story.
Oh shit! I keep forgetting about Bronson Reed too.
Who?
Bronson Reed is going to be coming back anytime.
He going with the Samoans.
No,
that's where he was going when he got hurt.
Yeah, he going with the Samoans. He going over there with
Solo and Cobb and
Jake.
Well, I think Jacob's going to be leaving.
Yeah, that's what I often say. Jacob finna go.
And he'll come in and he'll replace Jacob.
And then you're going to put the Tonyans back.
And Solo's got his 2 enforcers in Cobb and Bronson.
And then you bring the Samoans, the twins back. I mean, not the twins, but Tama Tonga and Tama Loga. Yeah.
And there's your new bloodline back together with the new faces.
Yeah. That's how that's going. And you get Bronson Reed to rub him and Jeff Cobb.
Yep.
Okay.
What do you think? What's your feelings on this whole kind of off subject but still on topic? CM Punk, Sammy, and Jay thing.
Well, they lined
like a new Shield.
They lining somebody up to turn on somebody.
Who you think is going to be?
I'm pointing at.
I think Sammy's going to turn.
Yeah, that's who I'm pointing at. I'm pointing at Sam.
Sammy joins Seth.
He alluded to it when Jay won that belt.
Yeah.
He alluded to it the way he stood behind him.
Yeah. I'm looking at Sammy with the turn, with the bang bang, and then look, that's how you get the real original bloodline back together. You see what I'm saying? Roman, Jimmy, Jay. Because look, you screwed Roman already. Now you about to screw his cousin. Oh, but I ain't gonna let you screw my brother.
Okay, I get you.
And boom, boom, boom. That's how it going down. But my question is Jacob Fatu gonna end up being the new Solo, or is Jacob Fatu gonna take over, and they gonna kick Solo ass out? He gonna end up the baby face.
I don't know, this bloodline thing, it just, how long are they going to ride this bloodline
Shit, how
thing for?
long is Ari gonna ride the rock? That's what you need to ask yourself.
Until The Rock ain't hurt?
Oh well, shit, then he gonna be riding for a while, son. Shit. Yeah, no. Look, man, them Samoans ain't going nowhere. They still ain't debuted Hicka fucking Leo, man, the giant of the family. Look, he's 7 foot tall. This shit him. Then if Wild Women on Wrestling is on Vice TV. They got the Samoan twins. They gonna eventually go join Nia Jackson. This shit finna get wild. We about to have the Samoan takeover. You talking about when they gonna be over? Never.
It's going to be like 3 families. You're going to have the Samoans. You're going to
Look,
have...
let me point something out to you. They
Oh, you're going to have the
already got Nia Jax and Jay Uso old lady, wife, Jimmy wife. They already flirting back and forth in each other's storyline. Somebody to him.
What if you have the bloodline versus the legends? Okay?
You know,
And you have...
it's lining up the bloodline versus Brock Lesnar, Braun Breaker, Seth Rollins. Those are gonna be your Paul Heyman guys, and they might add in Austin Theory or somebody else we ain't thinking about. But those you got. That's how the chessboard set up.
What if you put a team together of like the generations? You took Cody Rhodes, who used to be, or who is Dusty's son.
See,
Take
look,
Randy
how you know Cody is still in the John Cena storyline. They took him off TV. They ain't finna do shit else with him until they through riding John, and then here come Cody. Cody is in the main event picture, and that main event picture is the WWE World Title, which is the title they deem the best title, not the WCW shit they just brought back. That's always been the second rate title. That's why they gave it to Gunther. That's why it's on Jey Uso. Jey Uso don't get no motherfucking WWE title reign. He got that. He got the championship. He got the WCW. They brought back the heavyweight title shit. You see what I'm saying?
The old 10 pounds gold.
Yeah. Now, the old big gold belt that's up there on my, ladies and gentlemen, speaking of gold belts. Oh, man. Here we go again. It is, ladies and gentlemen. The Winged Eagle. Autographed by the immortal Hulk Hogan. And if you are a fan, 2-time, by the way, look, he had to do it twice, ladies and gentlemen. He had to do it 2 times. So if you are a fan of the immortal Hulk Hogan and want to win this championship, all you got to do is like and subscribe, and you'll know when the raffle starts.
What else about Backlash did you want to talk about?
I want to talk about how Randy Orton and John Cena linked up and had an all-time hell of a stinker, but it was an alright match though. John can only do so much, so it ain't gonna be no 5-star match. But for what it was, it was.
Yeah, it wasn't your typical kick punch throw. You could tell it was a couple of guys my age having a
throwdown for the old times.
having a stiff match. It was stiff.
Hey, let me say this about that match that nobody else is gonna think about. That's the third time that Nick Aldis done took a RKO. I don't know if y'all know who Nick Aldis is, but let me give you a quick rundown from just my memory bank. TNA World Champion, longest reigning modern day NWA World Champion, multiple time tag team champion. All in all, hell of a phenomenal wrestler. And I ain't gonna be letting nobody put their hand on me that many times. And I ain't Nick Aldis, I'm just saying. So something has to be coming between Nick and Randy.
I remember watching Nick Aldis in TNA, and I said he is like a Randy Orton. And I remember saying I'd love to see him and Randy Orton have a match, and I think that's kind of that dream match that they're setting up for between these two.
Yeah, because you only get one WWE run at this point if you Nick Aldis, man. And he been on the sideline a little too long. And I get he Mickey James' husband, and they brought him in for this TV role. That man's a wrestler's wrestler. And before it's too late, I would love to see a Nick Aldis match. A real one though, not no bullshit WWE. Yeah, I want to see a real Nick Aldis match.
Speaking of Mickey James, what do you think about Mickey James next season possibly not being on LFG?
Well, Undertaker got more stroke.
Yeah, so's his wife.
That's just what it is. Undertaker has always had the stroke around now, and he continues to have it. And it doesn't matter who's in charge, and he's gonna have it his way, and rightfully so, rightfully so. So yeah, I want my wife doing this job now.
I like Mickey James. I like what she has to contribute. I mean, if anything, maybe make her another. So there's a couple of females, couple of males.
But see, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Mickey James is a better wrestler than Michelle McCool. They're psychologically, the psychology of wrestling. Nikki knows it better than Michelle McCool. So
absolutely,
you're gonna stifle somebody's growth just by adding another paycheck to your household.
yeah, I feel you. Yeah, don't make everybody else, hungry just to feed this extra guest.
Yeah, and you don't got to do all that.
Okay.
Undertaker, you already got like 30,000-40,000. Why you million? Why you gotta push Mickey James to the side?
Right. How about Finn Balor, Penta?
Whoa, hold up. We didn't even say one part about John Cena and Randy Orton.
Oh, okay.
How about Mr. R-Truth showing up? And how about in the post-show, Cena putting him through a table?
Man.
Building towards a Ron the Truth Killings.
I love R-Truth. I tell you
versus John Cena match.
No. Hold on. Paul. James. Look at the camera. Check me out. Look at the camera.
Camera.
Hey, he talking about NWA World Champion Ron Killings, man. We don't give a fuck about R-Truth, man. Yeah,
okay, so
now hold on. You got your Google machine or your YouTube next to you?
Oh, I got my fire breathing Twitter machine rocking.
Okay. Put in Ron Killings on YouTube and see what pop up.
I don't know, but I love his comedy shorts that he does.
No. Put in Ron Killings on YouTube and see what pop up. One of my personal favorites is the one with the white Lamborghini and the meat coat. Know what I'm saying?
Barnyard flexing.
You see him?
Nope.
But then run the Truth Killings. Then he got a lot of shit on YouTube. Hey Brad,
Yeah.
cue that thing up for me that we listened to earlier. Cue that thing up.
Which one? The song?
Yeah.
Talking about a music video by Ron Killings.
Yeah. See, that's what we talking about. We talking about that motherfucker. Ron Killings. We ain't talking about R-Truth. We don't want the comedian to show up. We want that motherfucker right there. We want a badass match. Cause see, John Cena, 50 years old, stiff as a board and can't do shit. So somebody gonna have to carry the match. It can't be no comedy spot. We left the real John Cena down there in that Bray Wyatt alternate universe. He never came out that motherfucking Funhouse match. I'm sorry. Shit.
Ron Killings versus Hammer and TNA for the title. When you got the belt.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Cuz can wrestle, man. I want to see once in his life
I've been
him be
watching
him.
Ron Killings since TNA. I've been watching him since TNA.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When he came to WWE, they made him a comedy guy.
Because there's money to be made in that, I get that. But
Hey, when I first seen him in TNA, I had him touted at the net Booker T, and he didn't get there.
in his defense, he got paid well for those comedy gigs. He was making almost as much as fucking, like, oh gosh, what are they? New Day, as far as merch sales go.
Yeah,
It's
but
not,
okay.
Yeah, but that just attests to the kind of guy he is.
yeah, but he wasn't wearing he wasn't wearing no dresses. He wasn't touching no peckers. So
Yeah, he was just acting like a buffoon.
yeah, he was just a little bit,
Okay,
Out
okay,
there
okay,
trying to make him break kayfabe
he
all
was
the
dumbing
time.
okay,
himself down. Let's put
okay.
it that way.
Check this out. I'm about to take you back again. He was Vince McMahon's Black Eugene.
Oh my God, he was. Damn it.
Okay, I will only agree with that because Eugene actually could wrestle.
Oh, I want look, listen, man. Everything,
OVW, he was fucking amazing.
every point I make is a valid point. Our truth can wrestle. Our truth can wrestle. Eugene can wrestle. And look what
Our
Vince
Ron
did.
Killings
Oh,
can fucking bring it.
I'll tell you what else they do to great wrestlers. They put him in paint and call him Doink the Clown.
Hey, I got another.
Doink got over though.
Do you remember
In
early TNA?
ECW with half that motherfucking paint on his face and that weird outfit in China. Yeah, he got over then.
You remember watching early TNA?
Yeah, when you had to pay $9.95.
Yeah. Do you remember? Do you remember the Alpha Male?
Fuck what his name was.
Monty.
Monty Jones. Yeah, I remember Monty.
My buddy Jason used to go play video games with him at Ferris State when he was going at Ferris State when he was part of Big Brother.
Yeah, he quit wrestling to raise his sister kid. She had an accident. Yeah, Monty could have been something special.
The Pounce was badass, but like Monty
Hey,
and
his
Ronnie
pounce
Murphy
was
and,
his
and
pounce.
Ridley Killian was like back then they were the original syndicate.
Hey, his
If
pounce
you could,
was better than anybody's spear. Braun Breaker, I don't give a fuck. His pounce, when it was amazing.
Pounce was like that one that Braun Breaker spear that he gave to Carlito a few like a month ago
Oh,
when he came
hold
running
on
down and blocked Jesus and hit him and did a flip.
before we skip early TNA, do you remember the Canadians?
Canadian.
Yeah, they had that faction with
What's his name that used to run TNA just a little bit ago?
Scott Demore. What the other guy
Yeah,
name was?
there was Eric Young, Petey Williams. Uh,
What that black guy name was? Skip Ship something?
oh, give me a second. Give me a second. Yeah.
Hey, Now he can do that high flying shit too. I can't remember his name, but bro was smooth as hell on them 6 side ring.
Elix.
Yeah. He was awesome.
Elix Skipper.
Elix Skipper. Yeah, that's him. Elix Skipper. Yeah, he was wilding out there, man. I watched him in the Ultimate X Pack.
Phenomenal. Him and fucking AJ, man. In those X Division, the Ultimate X matches.
Yeah, I watched him in the Ultimate X Pack. I was just talking. Yeah, that match is still to this day should be a 5-star match.
Jeez, Ken Shamrock was doing pretty good. 20 years ago, though, man. You see Ken Shamrock now, boy.
Hey, he'll still take you down and stretch you, James.
He will fuck me up, hell yeah. But he could still go, man. 20 years ago. I mean, this is.
Ladies and gentlemen, hold on, James. I want to tell the people something. Hey, Brad.
Yeah.
Do that thing for me.
Burn him if you got him.
Play us out.